There we go. Hey, and we are live. Now the question is, how does this work? Let's see. How does this work? There we go. Okay, I think I'm good. Hello. Oh, I can see you over there. Perfect. Hey. No. Let me go ahead and share the link in the Discord. Let me see here. Important. No, I'll do it here. That's where I'll do it. Nope. There we go. And then let's do this live from New York. It's Saturday night. Okay. Did we get this done? You just got really quiet. Can you hear me now? I'm testing all of this out. So, what's going on? What is going on? I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Mic volume. How is my mic now? Loud and clear 5x5? I'm new to this, so you gotta give some patience. 14 viewers. Well, hello everybody. Mike sounds good. Love it. Guys, I'm gonna be switching bulk, answering questions, and if you want to see anything from the server, I can always answer those on the way. You get a streamer mic. I have a streamer mic. That's what I'm using. Like, if it's not clear at this point, I'm just this is like a Shure 7M or M7 or whatever. Yeah, I have one. It's going in and out. That's StreamYard. I am new to this, guy, so glitching out here and there. Well, that's a pain in the ass. That is a pain in the ass. The mouse? Yes. That is likely my my problem. Yes, it is. How about now? Is that better? Any better now? Oh, what's up, Fire? LDK. Let me know if the sound is better now. It's clear and mic. Okay, cool, 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 cool. What's up? Just got off a wonderful call. Trying to see if I can get the comments over here. Nope, can't go big screen. Man, I'm learning all sorts of things. You sound good. Keep doing you. Perfect. Okay. Well, guys, like I said, I'm going to be sifting tonight. I don't know how to do multiple screens. I'll just put it out. Let's see. See if I can do picture in picture thing. Wait. I don't know about famous, but this is me. This is who I is. I make this work. Extra camera. Son of a. Never mind. The extra camera costs way too much. I got to figure that out or figure out OBS. I see. I think you're gonna have to come over and set all this shit up. Hit the lens. There you go. All right, guys. Like I said, I've got a metric ton of fucking boats to be going through tonight. I figured I might as well get on and say hi to people. Obviously, my streaming setup I want it to be longer, but we'll get there. This is all from the show. So while I sift, I'm answering questions. If you have questions about the Discord in general or how to use things, I'm able to do that. Anyway, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. We try to do our best around here. How's everyone's night going? What are you guys doing out there? Like there. Sifting for the week. Oh, come on. It's just rude. It's just rude, Lou. Just rude. Actually, I should be up. I wonder if I put on some music. You guys can hear that shit. Be nice. Be nice. YouTube. Let's go with free music background. Just something in the background. Can you guys hear that? No, this is all royalty free. Ooh. I hear nothing. No, I'm just an idiot, guys. This is the problem. Audio. I really wanted to be better at this, but I'm just not. First time using StreamYard, so I need to come. Do I have to sort it? No, you do not. It takes a little longer, but nope. I guess I'm not gonna have music until I can figure this shit out. So in the meantime, while I have you guys, talk to me about what you're up to. If you have both, if you want to talk about how that works, have you been watching any of the videos on YouTube? I don't know, just anything. Figured I'd do this kind of silence most nights, so instead I'd be with you. But I do have, like I said, um, ability to showcase, or I should be able to screen share. So you guys, if you have any questions about how to use any of our Discord tools, I can do that. Right now, 200 and a large 10 nugget. My man, I'm a fan. I gotta tell you, I didn't eat that day until dinner, so it could have actually been very helpful. You might have actually gotten it like an hour later. You might have gotten 15 people. Yes, if you wouldn't mind while you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to put out daily content and do things that way. Not a famous PokeCube or anything, but, just doing my level best. Alex Gonzo, Brian Phillips, Eck. I see all the family friends. Fox, you. We have so much bulk to go through, and tomorrow, as I said in my recent video, one of our members is gonna be helping me out with, so, gonna be doing a little bit of this, effort for me, which is great. Can't say, anything bad about that, because I'm trying to get 500,000 cards a month. If I can do that, I can't quit my job, but I can, at the very least, prove to my wife that I'm not a class A fuck up. So, no, really what it would allow me to do is do some new things, and I'd really like to, kind of expand the business. How did the AVA Discord start? Um, so I've talked a little bit about this in some of the videos, but realistically, Discord started because I was really tired of not hitting drops. I joined a Facebook group, and it was nice to have that kind of information at all. From there, I met some people that had access to one of the other local servers. It was nice, but it was a chat-based system at the time, which meant if, let's just say, Reston had a drop, and you have to miss it because, as you guys know, Reston has a drop, and then 50 people chime in. Well, if you didn't see what the hell was going on, you've missed what dropped it. So I found that particularly unappealing for my brain. Um, right around that time, about a month later, um, I saw that the Facebook group was shutting down. It was something with Facebook, it had nothing to do with the group, and I was like, "Well, I can make a server and see who shows up." And day one, person one was Jeff, and I had done some things on the server. Yeah, it's not on the Facebook group, picking up donations to take to a children's hospital in Raleigh. And he showed up and picked up a shovel, and we sort of built everything since then. That was in August. So that's how did AVA which would be a slightly different question, but probably just as important, I guess. It's like, the reason I was at the hospital in Raleigh is, in April of last year, had, brain tumor, and that it was terminal, and so she was gonna be heading to this, to in Raleigh to get seen for potential expertise, and, between that time in Raleigh and her, diagnosis, my son opened his pack of Pokemon. When you're kind of at this low point and you see your child smile like that, that's it. So as a 30-year Magic player, I immediately became enamored. I had to know everything. So up until May of last year, I had never opened a book. I played the video game on Game Boy. I watched the show growing up, 13, 14, 15, during that time period. I'm a little older than I would imagine some or most, but I had never, where does the name AVA come from? Great question. I just like the way it looked. I had seen there's a movie out there, with AVA as a title, and, I can't remember, like, and it always struck me that I liked the way it looked, and so I just originally, to be fair, I wanted to call the business limited edition, and I wanted to call it that because that was the name of Mr. Glass's, shop, which was more artist motif or like comics, in Unbreakable. And I quickly found out how impossible it was going to be to get limitededition.com. And so then it was, well, what else do I like? What else? So what I have been told that I should say, and I probably should say it more often, keep to it, is that I'm from an area called Albany, Virginia. And I should just call it AVA for that. But the reality is, I just like the way it looks. What's your plan with all the bulk and your so Nice to say, okay. So, playing with all the bulk I mean, I move it. I make no, there's no, secret here. It all gets sold in some capacity. So, I work with I was talking on some of the videos over the last week about this actually. Some of it goes to TCG players, I'll be opening up at eBay. TCG player is really more common, playable cards that I to get back in the hands of players. The eBay will be more for, like, collectors and master setters, and so that's where a lot of those things will live. Um, and then the things that nobody really wants, truly, let's call it unwanted and unsellable. Um, the reality is there's always market for something. I have a couple bulk buyers from me that they don't care that I've sifted out the playables, they don't care, they just want quantity. And so it's a liquidation event for me to get cash neutral to where I was in the past. So if I spend $5 for a bunch of cards, I probably can get $5 back by moving the rest to them. And that just kind of keeps the cash flow moving. Um, but and what they do with it, I could take some guesses, but it's not my care. The minute I sell it to somebody else, if they want to light it on fire, that's their business. But right now, I sell the only thing that's live and listed is stuff on TCG players. So, yeah, bulk supplier. You ain't wrong. Fire Magnet over here is the ultimate bulk supplier. There's cases to test out the pull rates. So what else is going on out there, guys? What's your here's a good question. What's your favorite bulk card? Because there's a lot of really good bulk cards from like artwork, right? I became a fan of Milton because every time I saw the Yukimori Milton, I liked it. So what's some of your favorite bulk cards? Talon Flame, yep, that's a good one. The Shinji Kanda, that's an excellent card. There you go. Two Talon Flames, beautiful card. Diglett, okay. Is it a low end Diglett? I'm not sure StreamYard is the right venue for what I'm doing right now. I want it to be. I'm gonna have to look more into that as well as microphone, but figured I'd try it out. IXD, you still around? Yeah, I like that. Doug hit by a wave. Dragonite from base set. Ooh, there you go. Good stuff. So when did you guys start collecting? Obviously, I told you mine was recent. How recent were any of you? Surging feels okay. I did say bone. Yes, I did. That's okay. I mean, I'm just sifting through, all the bulk in the world right now. So 5 to 6 years ago, you have a really sick Pikachu collection from 5 to 6 years ago. I guess you got in kind of not at a low point, but a good entry point. Good deal down here. And the Sword and Shield, the Wizard of the Coast. Yeah, I get that. Something would bring me back to that is going to be goaded long term. Okay, here's a good question. Is Ascended I'm gonna put 151 in its own category. Is Ascended, DR, or Prismatic the, well, I guess rank these, Ascended, DR, and Prismatic. Let's do a ranking, and then let's talk about which one of these is the closest to Evolving Skies long term. Or Phantasm. Alright. I definitely don't have this set up, the StreamYard set up the way I want it. That's alright. At least the stream is working, you know? We'll take the wins we can get. Ascended, Prismatic, DR. Okay, why is that? I'm not even saying I disagree, but why? There you go. There you go. Ascended, DR, Priz. Okay. Was Evolving Skies really that worth it? Or that good? Um, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't there for it. I've opened it. I don't get it. It's fine. It's I probably like Fusion Strike more personally, but, my favorite Sword and Shield is Crown Zenith. The problem is Crown Zenith was printed into the ground, chases with all the different get cards is a little too easy, but it's so beloved that it's retained its value even though it's printed into the ground. Um, but I mean, I would take Crown Zenith personally even over all those guys. The difference is the base card. Full race for 2 roughs. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like DR doesn't have God pack, but it does come in booster packs. Like, you can get a booster box, so there's that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think ultimately, if I don't give a shit one way or the other enough about the differences between Evolving and Crown Zenith, right? I think they're the top 3. Right. Yeah, they love the drama. Anybody knows how to set up a StreamYard and all this other shit well, your help would be greatly appreciated. I'd like to do more of these live streams. I really would. I'd like to be able to talk with people. I'd like to bring others on in like an interview format. I'd like to do this with music, so it's not just the sound of me sitting through cards. If you guys have, I mean, I'm sure it's from YouTube University, but they're local. Yeah, yeah, I prefer that. There probably is a little recency bias, but I prefer the set. I would rather rip Ascended over Evolving Set any day. Any day. I put DR ahead of Prismatic for personal enjoyment, but Prismatic is the longer term. The God pack is what makes the difference. You just can't get around it. Enzi, how you doing tonight, man? Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. Um, because the God Pack in Prismatic is better than the God Pack because the God Pack in Prismatic is guaranteed. The God Pack in Ascendant is not. You're not guaranteed to get the Gengar and the Pikachu and the Pikachu, right? Like, whereas in Prismatic, you know what you're getting. And it's like a 4,000 pack. So, while I may prefer, I would say Prismatic's long-term value is probably slightly stronger because of the God Pack. There's no card raw more valuable than the you know one day I'm gonna have music on this bitch. That's what I know. I'm gonna have a whole setup and it'll look professional as fuck. Y'all are gonna be like, oh, you couldn't get anything right. You are wrong. You are not wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. Mike going in and out. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. I need professional help. And then I also need somebody to fix my mic or whatever the hell's going on. So here's a good question. What kind of things something is filtering? I don't know why. It's all the same setup. Maybe if I'd done this through OBS instead of StreamYard, but I won't be able to use StreamYard. I'm gonna audio reduce mic background noise. How about now? Is that better? I'm gonna play this back later. I'm gonna be like, I hate myself. None of this works. Just over here sifting, finding Ghastlies. I feel like StreamYard is a better move. Most people. Yeah, that's why I tried to use StreamYard, but I'm apparently a moron, which is like not a little bit surprising. I've only used OBS in the past too. I actually use OBS to record my videos, but OBS is a pain. I'm not gonna lie there. I used to play League and I used to stream that, so like I'm a little bit more familiar with OBS because of it. Not that it makes it completely easy, but it is a little easier. Oh, found some crispins, crispy. All right, so we've gone through that a lot. Found a few more playables. Use it to stream. Yeah, there you go. Rose of the Storm. The Storm provides. Well, we got 8 people in here. What are you guys doing? Basic Pika and Jungle Pika. Oh, what happened? What happened to a base set in jungle? Who's staying up till 3 a.m. to try and hit the target drop on pitch black after being sorely disappointed in the outcome? EKC. Which one of you guys is going to roll the dice at 3 a.m.? Oh, very, very nice. That's a good lot right there. Already out in the hope lines. Absolutely not. No, thank you. I will sleep in my own damn bed, damn it. Tell the people in line, join the live, ask me questions, poke the bear. I don't care if you make fun of me. Whatever. Might as well just join. Say hi. But there's zero fucking chance of me line at this time. Zero. Ooh, French first edition Pika. There we go. Voulez-vous français? Question. Why aren't all of them? Because it's cheaper. Just the price point. There's no bad one. I've been hunting for clear ones. I have a metric ton of clear ones. Are there none um, in stores? Online? So many carts. So many carts. I ran an estimate the other day. Would any of you like to guess how many packs worth of cards I've taken in? Let's go. Let's go with a guess. That's not even everything, but just rough guess of what I know I've taken in. It's a wild number. It's a number that makes me go, y'all might have a problem. I'm happy to support, but y'all might have a problem. Yeah, so the question is, given the number of bulk cards I've taken in and the number of cards that are in a pack, how many packs do you think would have to have been ripped to support the number of cards I've taken in the last 5 months? Yeah, it's not very good. By the way, it's more than that, but I think than what you even last week because I'm including everything. But yeah, heck is dismissed. No soup for you. I don't know if any of this is worth it, but fuck it, I'll do it. 25,000. Okay. We've got a number on the board. Anyone else want to play Price is Right rules? 25,000 and one. My man over here, bro, got a calculator. 50,000. Okay. Anybody else got any answers? 10 people. We've got two answers. But Eck is not allowed to give an answer. Survey says 55,555 at minimum to support the number of cards I've taken in. Now, times that just at MSRP for the sake of this discussion. That is almost $300,000 in tax at MSRP. I don't think Pokemon is hurting for money. So that's all I'm saying. I think they're gonna be fine. Well, that's just a minute. I mean, that's kind of a baseline. My math bad. So many bell sprouts. Yeah. Yeah, 55,000 packs is wild work. Plus, not all of these packs were opened at MSRP. I mean, they were originally at MSRP or distro or whatever, but like, not every one of those packs. It's probably $500,000 spent on packs. I'm just over here sifting through it, going, where can I find that 25 cents? Give me that nickel. It's funny when you put like real numbers to these things, it goes like, oh yeah, a lot of damn money. So many bell sprouts. Okay. Maybe, maybe. If you can't earn off of it, you should earn off of it though if you can. All right, folks. I'm not seeing a lot of activity and questions. No yawn, buddy. So always so tired. Always so tired. Me. I'll stay up with the best of them, but I am tired tonight. I don't know why. So I was thinking about you guys are a good play test for this. All right, who's here? Let's start there. Who's actually here right now? You hear what I'm about to say. Say put eights in chat. I'm a big fan of the number eight. Put eights in chat. Okay, I got Eck. I got Brian. All right, so here's my. Okay, there we go. So here's my concept. For a very long time, we've had since the start of the server, we've had a section called Cards for Color. Well, we ran into some roadblocks that um, I'm guessing since COVID, hospitals just simply, yeah, hospitals would just not take that kind of stuff. Which is funny because I literally walked in the dude with no appointment, a bunch of bulk cards that we made little lots of, and had no problem. But I can't go to Children's Hospital and drop off not bulk, but like little pre-made packs of bulk that we could like put in pen sleeves and stuff like that. They won't take it. So here's my pivot. I am considering, and I would like to do it if I think it's going to get enough traction, doing a campaign where somebody submits to me 500 commons or uncommons, just the bulkiest of bulk stuff. And that's not a lot. I mean, compared, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a lot. And when you do, it's a donation, right? I'm not going to pay you out for it because I can work it through my system well enough that I can then pay for a pack, like a fresh pack. So an unopened, never been opened, sleeve or whatever on the secondary market, which is usually a little bit more if you want quality. And then take that along with some other goodies and things like that to a children's hospital. Would you, one, what do you think of that? Two, would you participate? And three, knowingly not care that like you weren't getting paid out for it because it was going to this other thing. How does that? How does that? Sounds intriguing. Appreciate that. So it's funny because Children's National doesn't take like I want to make little bulk packs. We want like again, journey started this way, but it has to be seen. Like they will not take anything else. So, but I feel like this would be a way of being like, you can donate to a cause. It's not I'm not a 501(c)(3) or anything, right? So it's a donation, and I'll run a tracker. We've received 500. We've received 1,000. We've received 500,000 cards, and that's equal to X amount of packs. And that's, you know, 1,000 divided by 500. That's 1,000 packs. But it also means 1,000 people submitted. That could be one person, it could be 1,000 people, but 1,000 submissions of 500, right? Um, but now that's 1,000 packs. I'll go out into the market or go ahead and I can't get that from a store. Really. I'd be wiping stores, probably secondary market, getting packs and then bringing that to a children's hospital. Anyway, it was a food for thought kind of a deal. I feel like the kind of thing I would love to be able to do and provide in a different way, right? Obviously, I'll pay for both. That's the preference for a person, but yeah. Anyway, just something I was thinking about today. sort of get back on track with one of the original goals that we had. I'm almost through this second lot here, at which point how much I know that might call that a day. Open stuff, yeah. Yeah, they will be okay with sealed packs. They will be okay with sealed packs. They've told me that. Well, I shouldn't say children's hospital specifically, but, like, in general. When my daughter, was having, febrile seizures, um, after they took her to children's, and they were so wonderful with her. She did It was one of those times where, like, you look up to your kid because of how strong they're being. Like, they're in a whole new world. They don't know what's going on. She's got a thousand hooked up to her head. She's just being brave. She's watching Bluey, and she's sleeping in this little cage thing, which I felt awkward and sad for her, but, she did great, and they were wonderful with her, so I would love to do with children's. They're doing a lot of great work, but right now, the caveat is it cannot be full, so cannot be oh, no, cannot be open, I should say. It's not that they care about bulk or not, they all these hospitals seem to, but, I mean, I would love to run a tracker and be like, "Look at 1,000 packs for 2,000 packs for 10, but can we get to 10,000 packs?" Like, it's not in the art of the possible. So, and if 500 commons or uncommons per her, I feel like that's a good entryway for, good deed kind of thing. Almost done with this lot, guys, and then I am calling it. I'm calling it. Alright. Well, to all of you, as always, I wanna say thank you. Tracker is a good idea, though, I like that. Alright, now I have to figure out how to do that, but it's certainly worth it. Worth to be able to showcase that. Appreciate your time tonight, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, please like and subscribe and all the other stuff that helps out the algorithm for YouTube, but I'll see you all soon. Same bad time, same bad channel.